Hello and welcome back to how to play Civilization 5. At the end of the last video I was talking about victory conditions until my computer said no. So, victory conditions. Science I explained already. Domination. Domination means take the capital city of all the other civilizations and you win. Of course, if you just play with like a few other civs, that's much more easy. If you play with them more like now, it's a bit harder because they're so far away. But you could go all out military and kill them all. We have to do this turn again because my game screwed me, my PC screwed me over. But it's fine, whatever.
تعال دعنا نتاجر.
Funny that he offers me what I did the last time. Okay, so explained two already. Then diplomacy means you need to be voted world leader. Voting comes in later during the game. Oh, I have to choose the free tech. We choose this again.
What is?
So, good. Voting comes in later at the game, which means, to say directly, when the first person who has printing press technology and has explored has discovered has met every other civilization in the game. The first person who has these two requirements fulfilled will open up the World Congress, where people can vote on things, for example, on world leader at some point. And every person has votes based on certain things. For example, every city-state where you have influence in the blue, which means even further than this, which means 60 or more, and also at the same time more than everyone else has there, because that's a competition, gets more votes. This means mostly that to win by being voted world leader, I need to have high influence on all the city-states on the map. In other words, I just need to be rich. Like in real life. Just be rich and you become president of the world. Still there. And the last one is tourism, respectively culture, which takes a little bit longer, and I may explain in another video because it's a bit more complicated. But you need to accumulate this thing of which we have currently none. And in here there are ways to get more of it. For example, aesthetics is very good to get a culture win because it gives you things that give tourism. What gives tourism then? In really, great works give tourism. Certain wonders give tourism. Certain wonders, as for example the late game wonder, the Eiffel Tower, that gives 12 tourism. That's really good for tourism victory. Then the hotel is a building that gives tourism, and that is 50% of the culture from world wonders, natural wonders, and improvements. So 50% of the culture you get from stuff in your city, with like wonders, which means, for example, the Oracle gives 3 culture. So 50% of that, 1.5, is converted to tourism with the hotel. If you accumulate a lot of that, there will be a lot of tourism. And then there are great works. What the hell are great works? How do you get them? For example, in here the Musician's Guild is a bad example. Let's take this one, the Artist's Guild. If you build this building, you can only build this once in your empire. It provides slots for great people. There we have it again, the great people. Great people are incredibly important for most victory types, because there are great artists, for example, that you generate by accumulating those points that you get, for example, in an Artist's Guild. There are also wonders that give great people points. For example, this wonder gives great engineer points. So, a great artist can be used to create a great work of art, which can be stored in certain buildings and also especially in certain wonders. For example, the Sistine Chapel has 2 slots for great works of art. And if you have a lot of them, that will generate tourism, and that's one way to win it. I'd recommend get clear with the base game. Go maybe for a science victory or a military victory to understand the game. And once you've done that, try to mess with tourism, build all the wonders that give culture or have these arts. Go and build the Artists Guild, the Musicians Guild, and the Writers Guild, and actually work them in your city. Because in your city you will have the option somewhere around here to actually, instead of working a tile, work a slot to generate great people. And that's how you will get these great people to generate tourism for you. It is a bit complicated, but once you have done it, you will understand it much better. It's a bit hard for me just to talk about it without being able to provide an example, because it's more of a late game thing. And the best way to go early for it is get a lot of science, as it is for military too. If you want to win military, get a lot of science so you have better units than your enemies. If you want to win by science, obviously we will need science. If you want to win with culture tourism, you want to get the wonders. This means you want to get science so you can start building the wonders before everyone else. Therefore, science is king in this game. We have finished the Great Library, and we will soon start on the National College. I could build a caravan in the meantime. Let's do that. So I can show you how the trade with caravans works. I've shown you how trade here works. Hope the camp is still there. We have a very weird Pangea with this big hole in here. It's empty. Oh, I hope nobody else is going to take it. Sometimes city states deal with it on their own. Oh, something spawned in it. Get another of these. We have a lot of happiness, so we don't need to go for this. But we can go for this. This is really nice. Lets our city grow faster. Also, we can buy something very soon. Let's check what we could afford. Oh, and since we're not producing anything we need to rush, we can work on this now. It's a lot of money. It's a lot of money. It's one culture. It's really nice and lets our city grow. We can also work on this. It's 1 turn faster here. That's nice. But we wanted to check out what we can buy. As you can see, some things we cannot buy because we reach the limit or we do not fulfill the requirements. Some things we cannot buy, we just can't afford it. For example, a settler. Although we are very close to a settler, and a settler is usually a lot of production, we will buy one later on. We could also buy a shrine or some units. If we would, for example, if suddenly a Mayan army would appear here with lots of units, it could be smart to go and buy a unit ourselves, because currently we only have these 2 warriors and that's all the army we have for our glorious Roman Empire, which is not very much. Let's be real. But right now we are not under imminent threat, and if we check here, oh, he actually is not a fan of us. But if we check demographics, he's also first in military. a little bit concerning, but I feel confident that I can deal with it. Maybe we just wait a little bit and decide later if we want to actually buy the settler or buy military units. So right now, if units really approach us, we can buy one. Of course, if we spend all our money and right after that units appear at our borders, we're pretty much fucked. But we can always do escape, load game, auto saves, and just load a previous save game. A bit cheesy, but you're learning, and learning how to fight wars is important. And sometimes when you get slaughtered by someone, it's best to just learn to just load a few turns before that and try to change the outcome. Boop. And Mombasa likes me again, because I cleared a quest for them. Another research. Oh yeah, we can do the National College very soon. Could also go for this. Let's actually get this, because we may need an archer or two at some point. Oh, that's bad. We'll run away from this guy. We should heal this guy up, I think. Because I want to neither border this nor the archer. Cover. As I said, for melee units, cover is best. These two can already be finished this turn, so I don't have to wait. Very good. And in 3 turns, this will be done. Can it be done in 2 turns? No. So it's 3 turns anyway. Good. Sure, we sell him the embassy, because, yes, let's check how much. Okay. Because we already got his embassy, so we can get that 1 money, I guess. I usually do not sell embassies because I want to trade it for embassy. Because otherwise I will have to buy the embassy. And if I sell the embassy and buy the embassy, it's kind of... yeah. Did not matter much then. Now I can actually go and do that with the farm. And I could also build a mine on one of these hills. Because my city works on the hills every time it grows, and to have more production on that would be useful. Also, I could get the technology to actually improve stone. Let's do that. You heal. And we have enough money for a settler. Oh, we got a golden age. Now, I mentioned that before. I said when you have lots of positive happiness, golden age points get added. And now we have a golden age. What is a golden age? Very simple. For 10 turns you get the benefits that are written down here, which means more production, more culture, and more gold. This means we are gonna be rich. Nice. A farm in here, and a mine in here. Oops, misclicked. In this city, in this game, I'm settling a little bit late. But I'm doing that because my city has become really good and I managed to get a wonder. Instead of building the wonder, I could have built settlers soon and then build the National College a little bit later. I will build it now because it has quite some priority. I'll finish the mine in here and then go chop more forests because I want it as soon as possible. Spain wants to settle towards us. That's bad. But you can always declare war on Spain later on. Oh yeah, didn't the city-state want a trade route? That's how it works. You get a trader, and you can either, here with this one, change the city where it's coming from. We have only one city, so it will be this one. You can wait if you're not sure where to send it yet. Or you can choose a target where to send it to. The upper arrows, that lead to the left, are describing what you get, and the bottom arrows to the right are describing what the target gets. This means if I send this to Tikal, the city of the Maya, I will get 4 gold and they will get 1 gold and 2 science. Why do they get science and I don't? That is based on what technologies the other player has that you don't. So if he had technologies that I don't have, I would get science too. But since we are doing really good in science, it seems compared to him, we don't get any science, he would get. So I'm not sending it to him. And as I remember, Mombasa wanted a trade route. They will give me influence for that. Very nice. Let's send it to Mombasa. Gives me 5 gold. And now, this trade route, can also toggle it on. Oh, the arrow is very small, nearly not visible. This caravan will move among these arrows back and forth for, I think 30 turns? For 24 turns. And for this amount of time, I will get that 5 gold and they will get 1 gold. And once that time is over, the caravan will be back in my city and tell me, hey, I'm done with it. Where do you want to send me now? So you can send it to a new place or to the same again, whatever you want. You can also send caravans from your own cities to your own cities. And you usually then not get gold, but instead production or food, depending a little bit on what you want and what you have in your cities. Now, Spain wants to settle down here. I intend to settle there too. Let's see if they can be talked with.
Saludos.
Let's discuss this.
Continuad.
Let's tell them to not settle new cities near us.
Rehusamos.
You dare insult me in such a manner, I will not forget this. Okay, so Spain is an asshole. We know it now. Spain doesn't care where to settle, where we want to settle. They will settle in here. Could declare war on them now, but that would just mean they settle in place. I really don't want them to settle on this spot. I want them to settle on next to a mountain. So I will move here and block this, with the hopes that they will settle here or here, where I would settle to. I would probably settle on this hill, although I admit here or here is also good. River and mountain and getting all the cotton is best. Why do I care so much where Spain settles? Well, first of all, we know Spain is an asshole to us. This means war is quite likely since they settle towards us. Second, if I know war is quite likely and they build cities somewhere, I want them to place the city in a spot that is good so I can keep the cities when I take them from them. This means this game will probably have war in it at some point. Very nice. Sometimes you can also play a game without war at all. So they planned down Seville. Someone has found a religion. Interesting. We will take this city once we have a military. But right now we will focus on other things. Already another barbarian encampment. They spawn like rats. We got masonry. Let's improve the stone first. And let's research theology, so I can show you religion. This archer is super annoying. Actually, since someone founded the religion, we can open this tab and check World Religion. There it shows what religion has been founded by whom and how many cities it has been spread to. And then here you can sort it by religion, I recommend that. And you can check what religion gives what benefits and who has which pantheon and stuff. There are some unknown pantheon because we haven't discovered the civilizations that have founded them yet. I will do nothing for a turn with the scout. You will heal because you're a bit squishy, a bit damaged right now. Sadly, we do not have that much good land. Up here would have been good because a river, mountains, more cotton, it's good. Over here, it's way too open. Not many good resources. Wheat and horses are nice, but the rest is not so good. Copper would be good, but it's a bit far and close to him. Ah, I see he was building the Great Library too. Too late, bro. The truffles are nice, but we cannot settle in the place we want, so we would rather want to take this city out. Over here is not bad, but also not good, because no luxury resource. Up here, the silk, but we already have enough silk. Actually, we have 2 cottons, so we can trade that away. Let's see who wants to buy our cotton, maybe. Okay, no one of them has money. We can check if this guy would do friendship with us. Because, okay, he doesn't want to. Because he has flat money, which we could get by selling him stuff. Because I don't intend war with him. I would rather take out Spain. Spain has the better cities. He didn't get the wonders, and his capital is just okay-ish. Our capital is much better. Nice, we can run away now. The city-state is going to deal with it. And next turn we kill this barb camp. Let's get flanking done and then smash. Very nice. Gives us a little money. We're done here. Let's get a farm here. And the bison we could also... Do we have trapping for the bison? No. Four barbarians around here. I'm not sure if I can bring this scout out. I will try. So we do not have much good land to expand to. That's why I consider just killing my neighbors. Just go for units and kill them. Get a decent capital going, build 1 or 2 wonders, and then kill everyone. That can be the smart. Another archer, really? This is a barbarian infested land. Oh yeah, because 2 barb camps are here. Oh wow, look at this. Hong Kong. So barb camp up there, we can certainly deal with that. We have 2 warriors. We have a really good city. Nope. Bye guys. Try to run to Almaty and hope I can get their help. Oh, he was mean to Vancouver to get money from them. If you have lots of units, you can bully city-states. It's a mechanic that is usually not really relevant. I will say you'll pay for this. I could do this, but this decreases my influence with Vancouver. And this just makes him a little bit dislike me. But he's already disliking me quite a bit, so fuck that guy, right? Vancouver is my friend. You are not. You stole my natural wonder. And my golden age has come to an end. As long as you have the happiness, grow your city. And we have a lot of happiness. Because we also get the gold from Mombasa. They have gold, and we're friends. You see that with the blue stuff. So they give us their gold. I just heal here. Shall the city-state deal with them? Okay, we got the National College. So now we have a lot of options. We have lots of wonders we could build. Many of them are very good. The Temple of Artemis is still available, and it's such a good wonder. The Oracle is amazing. It's such a good wonder. We could start to build military units. We could start to build settlers. At this very point, even though we have good wonders to build, if we had good land to settle, I would recommend go for 3 settlers and get 3 good cities down. In this situation though, I recommend against it. Settlers are no option. I'd say either go for more wonders or go for military units. Now, I will save the game here. And there are 2 ways what we can do. More wonders or military units.
Ja, Kazimierz Wielki, witam Cię na ziemiach Wielkiego Królestwa Polskiego.
See,
Zamieniam się w
he has
słuch.
already built 2 additional cities. He has incense. So we can trade that for cotton for additional happiness and share embassies to see where he is.
Dobrze.
Ooh, he's far away. And he has no fresh water. Unlucky guy. So I think, the better choice here is building wonders. Because Spain's cities would be easy to take, but 2 reasons speak against war, but for more wonders. First of all, we have a strong capital, so we have a good chance to get the wonders. Second of all, we have already found everyone but 2 players, and we may find them when we explore a little bit more with these warriors into the east. And this means we can check every city every turn if we want to make sure nobody is competing with these wonders. This is the Great Library. He builds the Hanging Gardens. He's not building anything either. So the Hanging Gardens is probably not an option. But all the other wonders are. Nice! And we have a strong big city. So that's also good. While military-wise, we do not have the tax for the good units, which would be, at this age, composite bowmen, legions, and ballistas. Actually, mostly composite bowmen and legions would be fine. We're not that far from that. That's 7 turns and 6 turns, so 13 turns and we would have that. The strategy I would recommend for that. You know what? I say wonders are better right now, but you're probably eager to know how war goes. So I will make a cut in here, and on my 3rd video I will show you how the war actually works. See you there.